Hello everyone, this is Billy. Welcome to Billy Holman Creations. Now, I'm standing here in my work area with my iron and my little portable ironing board. And you're going to think I'm nuts, but that's okay. I am going to iron some leaves. Now, these are silk leaves that I've had in a little baggie for some time. They're not on stems or anything. And I just want to iron them flat. So I have actually a diaper here, a real diaper from, oh my goodness, 1976, 78, somewhere like that. And I'm just using that to iron on because my board is pretty stained already, and I guess you don't need to see the stains. Anyway, I'm just gonna iron these leaves and see how they take to it. I've got it on medium heat here. And first thing I'm going to do is pull these plastic veins off. Let's see what happens. I'm just going to turn it over to the wrong side. We're going to be putting these in resin, and I want them flat. So, well, that works out pretty good. I'm just going to flatten them out. I've got some brown ones here with glitter. Just a couple of these. These are big. I pulled out mainly the smaller ones in oranges and a couple of these browns to see what happens. But, yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to iron these leaves. So let me get going on that, and it's working out. I mean, they're getting flat. You can still see the veins and the texture of them, but yeah, I don't want them sticking up is the reason. I don't want them sticking out of the resin. So this is why she's gone out of her mind completely. And you're probably thinking, who does this? Well, this is Billy, and you know where I go. I go all over the place. So let's just see what happens. I think I could turn the heat up a little bit. This iron's pretty old. It's been through the ringer. Who irons anymore? Well, tomorrow I have to iron. I have to iron some tablecloths because I'm setting up for my craft show. And you'll see this video after the craft show. But Thursday, tonight's Tuesday. So Thursday, I have to set up on, what did I say? Tonight's Tuesday, yes. Thursday, I need to set up for the show, and I've got 3 fitted tablecloths that go over my booth tables. So, I've got to wash and iron them tomorrow. The thing of it is, I ordered these tablecloths, and never thinking they would wrinkle. I mean, the buggers just wrinkle up, and by the time you refold them, because they're an odd shape, they're wrinkled again. But you do want to have a decent presentation when you're doing a craft fair. And this is one of the biggest ones of the year for me. It's a three-day show, long hours. Like Friday and Saturday, 8 in the morning. Well, I have to be there at 8, and you get out of there about 7:30 that night. So Friday and Saturdays are long days. And then Sunday's a shorter day, and then you have to pack up and head out. But anyway, I want to make something to do with fall. Okay, I have one more, and let me show you what we're going to do, and I can put this away. But we'll see if it works. I just wanted to get these flat. Don't know that I'll use them all, but like I said, they're just in a bag sitting there, and my bigger ones are, probably be used for a bouquet. So let me shut this iron off. I'm going to move this out of the way real quick, and I'll show you what we're going to do. Well, I missed one. It was hiding. Oh, well. We'll make do. Okay, so I got these molds from Temu. And I wanted spoon rests. And for those of you who have ordered this mold, and I ordered 2, they're as big as a size 9 shoe. They're huge. I mean, these buggers, I wear a 7, and they're about the size of my feet, but very wide. And I thought, who in the heck would use a spoon rest this big? But you never know. I guess it could be used for something else. But apparently that's what it's supposed to be. Blew my mind when I got them. Look at that. 9 inches long. And the inside is about 4.5. Crazy. Anyway, I did some hunting and gathering. So let me show you what I've gathered up. We're gonna go leaves and dried flowers. So I did grab up some. I have a little bit of gold foil here, and I'll dig that out when we need it. Got gold foil. I've got some, well, it's white, but I've got some orange flowers. I wanted to use, you know, flowers that weren't flat, but this mold is pretty. You might have a 1/4 inch to work with, so we had to go dried flowers, and these were purchased a long time ago from Amazon. And I did get some, these are cream colored, so I thought the cream colored would go nice with the brown leaves. So I've got cream and orange and a few yellow. So we'll be doing dried flowers, and then of course pardon me, I have some greenery here too. Just dried greenery. We'll use that. Then I dug out, I've got a little glitter too, and I think I'm just going to go clear resin, and we'll just color it up with, I have butterflies. Now these butterflies I laminated, and they're into the oranges. There's a cream one, and that's a real one. It's in some laminate right there. That's a real butterfly. But I just dug out orange butterflies, and I got these colored ladybugs from Temu too. The pack also has pink and blue and red, but these are the orange. Well, that one doesn't belong, but these are the orange, yellow, and green. So I dug those out. Those are just cute as a bug, no pun intended. Anyway, so this tray I really like. I got this from Temu also. It's a nice size leaf. But, you know, in the pictures it looks like it's, you know, platter size, but it really isn't. But it's got nice veins in it, and that would be a nice fall tray. So I'm just going to use possibly extra resin or a few little extra flowers in that. We'll just see how much I use up and what's left with those. So that is the plan. That is the plan. So the next thing I need to do is just go and mix up some resin, and we'll see what we can do with these. I don't know. What else could you use them for? Huge spoon rests. And I was looking at the bottom. Okay. So it's hard with the white background. I'm sorry about that. But, you know, here's the curve. It curves up to where it rests like a spoon would. But then, when you turn it over, it's got this hollow inside. And it looks like the resin pours all the way up there. And then it's got this slit here that I think, once the resin's in, I'm going to have to just take, I don't have those clips, you know, those big metal paper clips, but I think I'm just going to use a couple of clothespins and shut that once everything is laid in. So I'll go mix up some resin, and we'll be right back. Hello everyone, I'm back with the resin. Now I have mixed up 2 cups of my Let's Resin. I used my little resin mixer, and there's a few bubbles, but that makes no mind. First thing we're going to do is add some pebbles. Now this is aquarium stone, aquarium rocks. You can get them online or at Walmart, any pet store. What I would suggest is before you use it, wash it real well with water and just put it in a drainer and just get all that dust off, because you want these clean before you put them in resin. I do that, and then I just spread them out on a paper towel or a small kitchen towel, let them dry, put them in a jar, and we're good to go. So what I want to do is I want to put these pebbles just right at the very rim, the outside of these molds. So let me just put some. I have a little deli cup. Put some in there. I know I'll need more, but we will, now this is a bigger deli cup, and I kind of went almost to the top, so very carefully over here. Just gonna, well, I could scoop it. I was gonna try to pour, but knowing how that works out for me sometimes. So I save all my little scoops too, you know, out of your laundry or your powdered mixes. If they have these little scoops, gosh, wash them up and save them. They come in quite handy. Quite handy. I just want to wet these. I don't want to have a lot of excess resin, which I probably will. Let's see if that works. Just wipe this scoop out a little bit. Put that aside. Put it back in the resin. Probably mix more than I need, but better more than not enough. And I'm thinking we might have to layer this, but I'm not real sure of myself yet. So let's just wait and see. Just gonna mix this up. Get these rocks nice and covered. That way when you place them in your mold, you're eliminating, I would say, a lot of bubbles. Let's get rid of those bubbles. We can put a little more in there. I do have some extra molds on standby. I have that leaf mold I showed you. And then I came across a flower bud mold that I had started. I put the background on it, but then I put it away and hadn't finished it, so we can use some of these and the flowers inside those. So I'm standing right now. Let me sit down, scoot up so I can see. And I'm just going to start placing some of these rocks on the inside and around the edges. So let me just scoop them in. These are going to be awkward. A lot of scooping in and pressing down in here. I just want to get around the edges a little bit. I think I'm going to put the big leaves on last. Scoop these around. And I've got these on my Let's Resin dryer. And we'll see how that goes with this resin. It works great for coasters and things, but let's see what happens with this. I know the resin works, but let's see what happens with this. It's kind of mold. Come on. Shoot. You're not going to believe what I just forgot to do. You're not going to believe it. Oh gosh, Billy. Call me crazy. You can do it. Leave in the comments. The word won't bother me at all, but I forgot all about it. Dang it. So we're going to have blotches Forgive me. This happens when I'm working sometimes. I was going to put foil in here. Gosh. I wanted to put one sheet of gold leaf foil in here. Not even thinking. I'm over to the side. I'm sorry. I'll bring it over to you. I'll get it all over my gloves. Really? Should have used my tweezers. That's what I forgot. I was so excited about that. Now, this is what I wanted to do. Get another sheet. Oh, got it everywhere now. Sometimes I just get ahead of myself. Does that ever happen to you? If it does, tell me I'm not alone. Okay. And I've got a lot of resin in one container. I may just have to pour that into a bigger one to avoid a flash cure, but if I hadn't buggered this up. It's not a lot, but it's a little. There'll be some. Okay, try this again, Billy. Okay, we're going to call that good. See how good it turns out. But let me get that other mold. And then I'm all covered with resin. And I have it right here. Let me move these just a second. So I had a little turquoise and gold, and this was alcohol ink. That's the top. Just put a little down here at the bottom. Probably use that all up right here. Don't think I'm going to worry about it in the other one. Just let that go ahead and sit. All right. Spray a little alcohol in this and put it aside. Okay, Billy. Now, switcheroo. I'm going to pour a little in each one of these. See if I can settle some of those down a little bit. Set that there. Make such a mess. Make it a stick. push the rest of those down in there. I think we're going to be okay. It's a little thin on that side. So far, so good. Get down just one more little rock. Get down there. Okay, let me wipe these. A little alcohol. My goodness, let's get some butterflies and flowers going here. And I made more, I think, than I needed. So, all right. Don't need that. I have this big white real butterfly. I went ahead and trimmed the edges. I'm just gonna dip and place that. Oh goodness, Billy. On the top. We have another big orange one here. Dip that. I'm assuming that's the top. That's where we want to go. Get that down in there. And let's see, where are, oh, my flowers. Let's get some orange ones here. Now these were ordered online from Amazon quite some time ago. Be careful when you use your tweezers because I did a beautiful tray one time and, you know, of course used my tweezers. I'm just doing the tops. And ended up with a beautiful tray, but I had little pinholes all over my flowers, which was a bummer. Let's get a pretty yellow one here. It almost looks like two together, but I have to work faster than I thought I'd have to. Okay, Billy, we're going with these. Let's see, how full do I want it? At least cover the leaves. I think they're going to be pretty cool. Might have a bare spot or two. I guess that's all right. I'm not going to spray with alcohol either. Okay. Oh, jeez. Love what I do, though. That's what's important, isn't it? Just love what you do. Or what you try to do. Oops. Got a pile of paper towels over here. I tear them in half. I think I've told you that. And then instead of just throwing that away after wiping my hands, I'll put it aside and use it to clean my dishes up. So I'm going to set this under or at least on the, I have a round leveling board, which I found on eBay, which works perfect. And I know it's level over here. Works perfect for my resin. I need to remember the name of this dryer. Resin dryer. I'll turn that on in a minute. Meanwhile, what should we do quick and easy? I know. Might not get to the leaf, but let's get some of these. We might have enough to do something with this. We just might. Since there's blue in the background, we might as well put blue in there. Well, let me move this or I'll have that all messed up, because we're not going to get to it, I'm sure. It'll be happening. And that's thick resin. Okay, everyone, we'll demold tomorrow. I'm not going to spray this. Come on, Ladybug, don't you fall over. And even if they stick out in the front, that's all right. Are we missing anything there? Oh, I just made a good mess to clean up. So, thank you, everyone. I might sprinkle a little glitter on there. Take good care. We'll see you. I'm taking this glove. Well, I need this glove. See you in the morning. Bye. Stop. Well, let's unmold these size 9 shoes. Good gosh, they're big. But I don't know what a person will do with these. Before we do that, though, please let's undo our little flower stand. Now there's some sticking up. These ones here, these ones, I'm gonna trick. Oh, geez, Billy, I'm gonna clip these off, I think, because they'll just break off anyway. But let's see what we have. Okay, I know this comes out pretty simply. Ooh, look at that. Good idea, Billy. Good idea, Billy. I'll tell you, my stuttering, sometimes I wonder, just gets the best of me. So forgive me for that, but I do stutter. I use the wrong words. But let's get that out. Oh, yes. Now, I didn't make quite a mess on this mold as I did the others. Save your pieces. We'll do something later with those. Simply wash them in warm soapy water. Give them a good rinse. They're good to go. Now, this one has that cap in here for the hole for the glass tubes to fit in. There. I think that's very pretty, actually. Rough edges here, of course, but I'm going to sand those down with my Dremel, little sander bit. These are a little sharp too. I've got to take care of that. We don't want anyone getting cut. Bit of the wing is protruding, but it's covered in resin, so that should be okay. And all it would take is just a few little nips here to get those off, and that should be good to go. But there you have it. And then I had ordered these glass tubes, well, they're hard plastic, not glass, from Amazon, to where your plant starts, or just a single rose, just a single tulip, anything like that would be very pretty. This would be a lovely gift for actually a hostess for Thanksgiving dinner would be pretty. But that's done. let's get on to these big buggers. Now, I made a mess of these molds. You can see pieces flying. But I got right in there and got messy. And we're going to have to get that piece off with the, where the edge of the mold met. We'll get rid of that. Didn't get much fill into the handles. Whoops. So if that comes out like that, and we have to pop this middle section out, that might be a little tricky. Let's loosen it up. But actually, I think these are they're gonna be pretty, but I don't know if I'd use them in my kitchen for a spoon holder. Come on now. And I have to get this out first. Alcohol, time for the alcohol. Get a little in there. Let it get in there. Come on, you. I'll tell you, alcohol is great for getting your pieces out of the molds. Sometimes that's in there pretty good. Let's see if I can't get that out. Gosh, it looks like we could rip, but we won't rip it. We'll just keep a-trying. That's going to be a bugger. Let's do it this way. Let's get some into the bottom. That'll help. There. Can loosen it that way. Okay, that should slide out now. If I can get this piece in. I have to give credit to you artisans with resin that have beautiful fingernails. Boy, that's going to have to be sanded down too. I bet we have to cut that whole part out. That's what I'm guessing. Come on. Work with me here. Oh my goodness, it's got to get thin. Here we go. I got to put it in my lap, and I don't know that I can get it over here first. Maybe. Okay, sideways. Jeez Louise. Ooh, that's very nice. Come on. For hell's sakes. You know, I'm going to cut that off anyway. Where's my... I'm not cutting the mold. I'm going to cut this resin, right? Watch your eyes. Because that's got to go, I think. It looked pretty dumb there. There we go. That's how you do it. Well, this is a monster, that's for sure. Why is it so tight right there? That hole's little that this is supposed to squeeze out of. Jeez. Yep. It's funny how they made this one. I'll tell you. Where's my pliers? Okay. It's a beast, I'll tell you. Well, that's just craziness. Good Lord. Unreal. I have glasses on. Well, it did set up though, didn't it? Look at that. Jesus. Oh, Lordy. Well, I'll tell you what. That's crazy, but it's very pretty. I have to work on getting that out. But the stones look nice. The gold looks nice. Butterfly worked out great. Oh, there's the little ladybugs. Thought we put 3 in there. Is there one hiding? Needs sanded. It's rough. Got a hole there. Oh, darn it. UV resin right there. Gosh, big hole. Okay, I'm going to set you aside and wrestle you down later. Oh, this flower folded. But it is lovely. I like it. That could be any time of the year. Okay, let's see if we can finagle this wood bugger out of here. Another hole right here. Well, I didn't check it, you know. I did not check to make sure under this lip was covered. Yes. It's definitely going to be a UV resin situation. Okay. Another. Oh, I've got resin all over my body. Let's see how that pops. That popped pretty good. It's just that center that's a bugger. If I can do it the same way. Off to the side. Oh, Lordy. Okay. Okay. That's pretty. At least there's no holes or chips in the front or the top. Well, look at, I spoke too soon right there. Gosh. Yep. I think I was in a hurry. But anyway, holes to fill. Shoot. Bubbles. Well, I think the thought or the idea was good. I'm going to take some pictures once I get these molds out of here. My God. And finish the bottoms. Maybe I can show you how I fix these. But actually, I bet I could just sand that down. They're pretty deep. So, lesson learned again. Be sure to go underneath the lips of your molds. Make sure they're entirely covered with resin. And you should be good to go. But there they are, our size 9s. I guess they would look nice in the bathroom. Put some, heck, you could put a big old bar of soap in there, a sponge, and the kit and caboodle, the whole kit and caboodle. But there we go. Have a great day, everyone, or good evening. It's evening now. I've had a busy day. I'm gonna go get some sleep. I had some testing for my back done today, and cross your fingers, they might be able to do a nerve block. So I feel pretty good, although I had to take a nap and it hurt like a bugger. But that was the first test. Now I do the second test, and if it all works out great, they'll go in and block those nerves, and maybe I'll feel so much better. All right. Good night, everyone. I thank you for joining me. Thank you, new subscribers. You're so welcome here. I appreciate you all. Please like and subscribe. Leave me a comment. I sometimes get behind on my comments, but forgive me for that, and I will get back to you as soon as I can. Have a great day, great night. Take good care. Sending hugs. Bye. Hello, everyone. I was able to get these out of the mold. Oh my gosh, I'll tell you what a nightmare that was. But anyway, before I go out to the shop and start dremeling these pieces off here on the back part of the handle, I'm going to go ahead and UV the majority of these holes, because once I start sanding this, there's going to be resin powder, everywhere, and it'll really get into those holes. So to avoid that, I'm going to do them first. Now, they both have some areas that need cleaned up. This one especially in the top has a hole by the butterfly wing. And once again, they both have these same areas where I did not check my resin. I did not lift it up and make sure it was all inside. So I'm in my craft room, and I've got a silicone mat down here because my UV lamp tends to stain my, this is a cutting board, this white part underneath, so I put down a piece of silicone. And for right now, I'm just going to start filling these big gaps, and I did find one right here on this one. So I'll temporarily set it with my little flashlight, and then I'll put them under the lamp. So let me go ahead and do that. Here's just a little piece of plastic. I'll put a little of my JDiction. This is hard type. Just put it in here real quick so I don't have to do a bunch at a time, and I don't want to go over the edges. So I'm also going to wear a little hospital mask rather than my big respirator. So here we go. This one has a lot of bubbles down at the bottom, right here, all the way around this edge. I'm thinking when I get to sanding, oh, I just stuck my finger in that, I can sand some of those out. So this is what I'm going to be doing, and I'll get back with you once I get everything UV'd and ready to go cut these pieces out. See you in a little bit. Hello, everyone. I thought I was recording and my phone just shut right off, but I don't think we've missed anything. Anyway, I'm back with the spoon rests, and I do have a confession to make. I made fun of the size of these, but boy, the moles were huge. And then I have to say, oh my gosh, this is what I use in my kitchen. So who am I to talk? Just what? I didn't realize mine was just as big. So lesson learned. Think before you talk, Bill. Okay, now, the little bud vase here, I sanded the rough edges off, And I'm going to go ahead and do a top coat on this one. But because I have other items set aside to top coat, I think we'll just do this all together, and I'll make a video, just a simple video on top coating. So I'll put that aside for now. Now, it took some muscle and a couple of hours to get all those resin pieces off of this rest here. I sanded, I used nippers, I used grinding bits. I was able to get it off. So it did take a while, but you know, I didn't mind that because I really want something that I make to be pretty much presentable, you know. So I am going to quickly, because of the little dust spots, look at all those bubble holes. You can see where the resin dust has filled in there. So we're gonna fill those in, and I'm not gonna top coat. Top coating would be pretty much quite an endeavor, just because of the shape and the curvature of these pieces. So we're not going to do that. I have another angle. But first of all, I want to just take some ibuprofen alcohol, and I'm just going to wipe these off. Now, I did run them under warm water with a little scrub brush, and that did not make a dent in these areas. So we're going to shine up where I've sanded, and easy peasy, I'm going to be using my Varathane Ultimate Polyurethane. This is a water-based, and I use this quite often on resin pieces. It brings back the shine. It's very sturdy, and it will seal everything in and last you quite a long time. So this is a clear gloss. Now it's white when you use it, and I just put a little cup in here, and I'm just going to take a very soft, this is a very soft paintbrush, and just start, and maybe you can see the magic once I put it on this area. I'm just going to start with a little bit, and it may take 2 coats. Well, you won't see the magic yet because it's white when it goes on. But that's going to go into those little holes, hopefully eliminate the majority of them, and then you won't be able to see where I have sanded. So we're just going to brush this on. I'll let it dry and probably do maybe 2 coats. Maybe 2 coats. This is something you use on woodwork to seal things in, but it's quite handy with your resin. So this is all I'm going to be doing, is painting this in, and hopefully it'll get into those little bubble areas, dry clear, and we won't be able to see them. Like I said, that might take the first coat to get in there, and then possibly we can eliminate that. And they're just thin coats. I'm not going to go too thick. The thinner the better, I think, even though it takes several coats to go and do it. So here we are, just finishing these up, and I hope to get this video out for you because it is fall and it's a bit of a Thanksgiving theme. I might save one for myself just to have it for the holidays, although we're not doing anything. I see another hole I could UV. Not really doing anything special. My husband and I don't have family here. And you know, your friends are always busy with their own. That's all right. I think we'll maybe go out to dinner. Still have frozen turkey from last Thanksgiving that we cooked. It needs to be eaten. So we're good to go. I hope you all have a wonderful holiday with your families. I'm going to go right in these areas here. I might also possibly put on some bumpers, some little rubber bumpers on the bottom of these, so they're they won't be, you know, scratching your stove top. And like I said, that just comes out nice. I'll go ahead and do this, and I'll see you after I've got several coats on. And these will be ready to go. Hello everyone, I'm back. I did put 5 coats of my polyurethane on the back side of these. They turned out nice. I just put some rubber bumpers on here, just some small ones with my E6000, but most of my holes are filled in. But both of them turned out nice. It's nice and smooth. Your polyurethane works out really great just to do a quick top coat or bottom coat on your resin items. So there you have them. I'll take some stills, and I did get bumpers from Amazon. I got quite a variety pack, so I listed that in my descriptions, and E6000 works like a charm. I reinforced them. They have a sticky back, but I just wanted to be sure. And this one's not level. I'm going to have to fix that. It's not resting. The arm is not resting. So I'll work on that one to get it even. And I want to thank you for being here with me. Enjoy your Thanksgiving with your family. Have a great week. Till I see you in the next video. Please like and subscribe. Appreciate you all. Sending big hugs. Bye.